Now, how do I write a broadcast receiver? So now let us get into the code. So what we are going to do is that we are going to write a broadcast receiver called expense BR, and then we'll register it, and then we'll see that how to do that. So these are the few things we'll do. We'll create one broadcast receiver called expense BR and one broadcast receiver called time zone BR. Now, once you create this broadcast receiver, the first part is that you have to uh, create the broadcast receiver. So this is called defining the broadcast receiver, and this is called registering the receiver in manifest file. And here is the action which it is listening. So very important. So what it means is that this broadcast receiver is listening for this particular broadcast action. So there is a broadcast receiver by name called time zone BR, and that is listening for a broadcast action called time zone change. It means whenever that broadcast happens, this guy will start running. Okay, so let us go and write some code for us. Next one is thread, but we'll see that. So once we understand this broadcast receiver, we are all set. So to do this broadcast receiver, the best part is that we don't need to create a UI and all, right? So let us create a broadcast receiver, and as in mentioned here, we'll call time zone BR and expense BR. So very simple class. So let us start, and we'll create a class. So we are now back to our Eclipse, and we'll say new class, and our package name is same com.isaac.ta. It doesn't change. The name of the BR is expense BR, and here we'll put broadcast receiver because that is the base class for all of this. You generally should do this and select with a full qualified name, and then you say finish. That will create our broadcast receiver class. We will create one more before we get inside. So let us create one more broadcast receiver class. So now we have two broadcast receiver, one expense BR and time zone changed BR. What we have to do is that we have to just put some code here. Now, very basic thing what we will do is that first thing is that can we check the intent or broadcast intent which has triggered this broadcast, and from that intent we can find out what action was sent as a broadcast. So what you could do is that a string, and you can put intent action, and the code is intent.get action. So equals to intent.get action like this. Okay, so that's pretty much it, and after that we'll use to log this message that this time zone. You can do whatever after, basically just wait 1 minute. Ta dot broadcast, there is a logging mechanism. You log into your log file, and you can say broadcast receiver time zone changed has been triggered. Okay, so this is just the message I wanted to put, and this is a log file import. Okay, so this is just a logging syntax. This is called tag, this is called the message, and it will come in the log file. Now here you are free to write, you are free to do whatever you want to do when this broadcast receiver triggers. Right now I am not doing anything effectively, in fact, so I don't care much, but in general you can do whatever you want here. Okay, so right now I am just interested to understand how broadcast receiver works and if the broadcast receiver really get triggered and works or not. So that is what the option is. So once you do here, this is pretty much done. So what we'll do is that we'll put something similar into the other one called expense BR. Here we'll write expense BR has been triggered. Okay, so and you could also put here what was the action name through which the broadcast receiver was triggered. So you could say broadcast is let me do this better. Expense BR has been triggered by action plus intent action. That will be nice, right? That will be very good. So now this log file will tell me that which broadcast receiver has been triggered and by which action. So this will be very helpful. Okay, so expense BR has been triggered by action, whatever action it triggers it, and in the same thing we can do in this one. Time zone changed. Okay, so now I have two BRs already. The next thing what I am going to do is that I am going to register both of them into manifest.xml file.